Welcome to the Focus and Bloom podcast, a business and lifestyle podcast for creative souls and dream makers. Each week, we'll talk about how to build your brand and tackle work-life balance with purpose and joy, one action at a time. Here's your host, Yesenia Bocanegra.
Hello and welcome back to the Focus and Bloom podcast, where every week I will be sharing with you actionable tips and tricks that will help you up-level your business and design the work-life balance that you've been wanting to. Hi, I'm Yesenia, and on today's episode, we are going to be talking about setting your intentions. Let's dig in. We've previously talked about SMART goals, and we've talked about how we want to make a plan to make these milestones and goals more achievable by taking the year and dividing it in smaller chunks. So this way it feels more attainable for us to work on those goals, and it doesn't feel like that finish line is way, way far away. Now, as I mentioned, today I wanted to talk to you about intention, setting your intentions for your business. As you're thinking about those goals, you also want to consider what is it that is behind those goals? Like, what's that overarching purpose? What is your big picture? It kind of feels weird because last week we talked about like the smaller portions, like breaking things down with those goals and breaking them down into like quarters within the year. But it's also very important for us to keep in mind that big picture as we're building it, as we're putting together those goals. And something that I want you to think about or to keep in mind is that your goals can change. And if it changes, then you want to revisit that big picture because you want to make sure that those goals that you're setting in place will help you reach that big picture, that big milestone. So what I would like for you to think of is, what is that ideal life that you want? I recently listened to a podcast, and I cannot remember the guest speaker, but she said, design a life that you want and then build a business that supports it. Mind blown. That seriously could not make more sense. It's like perfect, right? Because you're already investing so much time into building your business. If you're already doing this, then why not design the life that you want so that that business gives you that work-life balance that you really, really want? So you want that business to give you enough money for you to pay your bills, for you to have savings, for you to go on vacation, for you to live the life that you want, for you to pay for your child's education, for you to pay for your own education. If you're just starting out and you don't have a child to take care of, you want your business to work for you, not the other way around. So think about your purpose. Think about the intention behind every decision that you're making for you to build that business. So here's what I want you to do. Get a piece of paper, sit down, relax, grab a cup of coffee. If you're like me, you like coffee or tea or nothing or water, or just like set yourself in a comfortable environment where you can think. Put some music, maybe like background music, to get the creative juices flowing, and just write down a blob of things, everything that you like, everything that you don't like. You know, you can even do like 2 columns, things that I love, things that I don't, and write down all of that. Make a list of all the things that you want. You want to save money. You want to expand your business. You want to grow your business. You want to take your business to the next level. You want to make 100 grand this year. You want to take your business abroad. And then once you have that, go back to that SMART goals list that I gave you last week and compare the two. Compare your SMART goals and compare your big picture. Compare that intention. Are they matching up? No. What's not working? What is not matching up? Then revisit that. Revisit your SMART goals. Revisit your intentions. Revisit that big picture. If there's something that is disconnected, then figure out what is it that needs to be tweaked. If your big picture is to grow your social media audience, and in your SMART goals, you have nothing that has to do with social media, then then you have to think about it. What do you need to change? Are you going to change your SMART goals, or are you going to change that big picture? And again, this doesn't have to be finite. This process, this brainstorm process, can actually lead you to develop a bigger picture, another goal, because you don't have to just have the one goal. You can have many goals. The thing is that each goal will take a different time. And that's perfectly fine because every day is a new opportunity. Every day we learn, every action that we take will have a reaction, and therefore that will lead to a new opportunity for us to grow and learn. You make a decision today, you make a strategic marketing move, and that marketing move paid off. You're like, okay, this works. I'm going to try it again with something else. Or it didn't work. It doesn't work. And you're like, well, it didn't work. I learned that. So let's do something different. So treat every single thing as a learning opportunity and make sure that you're always constantly looking at those goals and those intentions so that you are remaining on track. And if at any point you feel that you're not making any progress, sit down, think back. Where are you today that you weren't yesterday? If you're just barely starting, or even if you've already started and you feel that your business isn't where you would like for it to be, realize that your business is today significantly farther than when you started. It's not where you want it to be, but it's certainly on its way. Let me repeat that. Your business today, your business is farther along than when you started. So even if you're not at the exact location where you want your business to be, you are on that track. You are on that path. So always keep in mind of that intention, of that purpose that you have behind what you're doing, and then revisit those goals. Don't forget that you can always modify these things. And this is such an organic process, and it's evolutionary because one goal could lead you to something else that you weren't even thinking about it. Like I mentioned it earlier, I never thought I would never think about doing a podcast. And I even said it to myself less than a year ago. Podcast? No, I'm a photographer. That doesn't make sense. Okay, door shut, done, bye. No. That's not how it goes. No, you never know how one thing will spark something else. And that would be something so wonderful. Well, I hope you feel inspired and motivated. And please keep working on those goals. Keep working on that big picture. Even take like a big poster board, write it down, put it somewhere where you can see it every day. And leave yourself actually love notes, like positive notes around here, like on your notebook, on your laptop, things like that. So that whenever you feel like, oh, something's not working out, you get that note from yourself, that love note. Like, you can do this. You got this, girl. Do not forget to subscribe to this podcast so that you don't miss a single episode. Check out this episode's show notes. Visit my website, focusandbloom.com. Catch you next time. Take care.
Thanks for joining us this week on the Focus and Bloom podcast. Check us out on Instagram at _Focus and Bloom for more business tips and inspiration. Don't forget to subscribe to the show to catch every new episode and leave us a review so we can continue to bring you fresh content. Until next time.